What's up, everybody? My name is Ryan. If you're new to the channel, quick backstory is in the description below, so check it out. I've been a professional performer, content creator for 10 years, and I recently started live streaming. I'm a stickler for making sure that my stuff looks good. Like, the quality seems like I took time with it. I'm delivering a product that stands out, and I wanted to be able to replicate that on stream without spending a ton of money for an upfront investment. One of my biggest strengths is being able to take cheap audio, video equipment, run them through some filters, and make them look produced, sleek, and polished. So today I'm going to give you a couple of different filters you can throw onto your camera. I'm using my iPhone 11 Pro right now. And onto your microphone so that you can get good sound, good video, and make your stream stand out. Let's do it. Quick plug, I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday on Twitch. The link is down below in the description. We usually talk about how to be a better performer on stream. You can also hop into my Discord as well. It's down there where you can share your content, people give feedback, all that kind of stuff. We also play some video games. All right, now that that is done, I want to show you real quick the actual power of the filters that I'm using right now. So you're hearing it with all the filters on. This is my microphone with all of them turned off. Turn back on, this is my microphone. Turn back off, this is my microphone. Do you see the difference? I guess, did you hear it? Also, the filters that I have on my camera right now, it's not quite as drastic because I am using my iPhone 11 Pro through an app called OBS Camera. I'll put a link down below that I think will take you to it on the App Store. It's for iOS. I don't know if it's on Android. I believe that it is, though. This is my camera, my iPhone 11 with the filters on it, and this is with the filters off. So it's not that big of a difference. This right here isn't going to like make or break your stream. Nobody's gonna walk away because it looks so bad or anything. This just gives it a little bit more like a cinematic feel, makes it seem, you know, a little bit more intimate, a little bit more produced, as opposed to this just seems like a raw image that nobody touched. It's gonna be different based on what you have for lighting, so keep that in mind. Play around with it yourself. I'll just kind of give a quick description of what all the things inside of those filters do and how I utilize them. Alright, so this is my gameplay scene layout. When I'm playing a game, this is what I have. This webcam that I'm using right now cost me $20 on Amazon. The filters right now I'm going to show you on my microphone. So I'm going to pull up filters here. So I have a noise suppression. This is probably going to be the #1 filter that you're going to want to put on your microphone if you're using a cheaper microphone. I have it down all the way to -60 decibels. That means it's going to suppress any noise that's inside of that noise gate, but it's not going to cut noise out. The next is I have a compressor on here. This is good for if you move around a lot while you play. What the compressor does is you can set it so that it'll pick up when you're further away, and it'll sound similar to when you're close to the microphone, and there won't be as big of a difference. All right, so to run through what those things mean on the compressor really quick. So the attack setting is essentially the reaction time of the compressor to start compressing your audio. A slow attack means that you'll have more punchiness, and the fast attack will give you a more processed sound. The release setting has more control over like the sustain on your voice. This is basically the amount of time that it'll take before the system releases the audio. A slower release is more dynamic control and smoothness, and a faster release is more excitement, aggression, and all that kind of stuff. The threshold setting will determine when the compressor actually takes effect. So if you have the decibel set, if you're further away, all that stuff, it'll hit that decibel, and then the compressor will start working. The ratio setting determines how much of the sound gets reduced inside of the compressor. And then you know what output gain means? It's the volume. So the next filter I have on my microphone is the noise gate filter. So this is going to tell your microphone when it should start outputting the audio that you're inputting by looking at the decibel range of it. So what that means is that if I were to bring up my... it will only start outputting the audio you're inputting when it's hit that decibel threshold. And the last filter that I have on here is an equalizer. It's a VST2 plugin. I got it from Reaper, so you can look up Reaper effects. They'll be in the description as well. It's a little bit of a process to install these. I'll make a video if you guys want one on how to install those, because it is a little bit of a trick. Digital equalizers like this Reaper effects one that I have in OBS digitally amplify or de-amplify certain frequencies depending on your preference. It's really great for somebody who isn't a professional audio engineer to be able to see the visualization like this Reaper effect that I have on my OBS. Just play around with it until you find what works for you and your voice and how you want to be heard on your stream. Now, I'm going to show you how I make the camera look like this. Is this weird? Is this weird to see two of me here? So here I'm looking at my webcam over here on the left. We're not going to pay too much attention to that. I have a couple of filters on there. It's for a cheaper webcam. Here I'm looking at this camera. It's up and down. It's cropped a little bit just so I can have a little bit different look and feel on my stream. All right, so the first filter I have on this cam is color correction. So the three main things that I focus on with my color correction is contrast, gamma, and saturation. Increasing the contrast will make it so that the light areas are lighter and the dark areas are darker. Decreasing it's going to do the opposite of that. The main purpose of the display gamma is to compensate for the file's gamma. A higher display gamma results in a darker image, lower display gamma results in a lighter image. So I probably should have said this earlier, but make sure the way that you get to the filters is you right click on your source, go to filters, and then here you click the plus sign on the effect filters, and you'll be able to pull up the filters that are within OBS. You can download some other filters to put on there. I found that what they have in here for me, for the equipment that I'm using, is definitely good enough. So that's it. It's very simple. A couple of filters to put on. Keep it simple when you're starting. If you have a cheaper microphone that you bought, if you have a USB microphone, you don't have an audio interface, do it all in OBS. Use the simple filters. Worry about background noise first. Take that out. Use those Reaper plugins. That equalizer was a game changer for me. I was able to put that compressor on, so if I started yelling during a game or something, it wouldn't peak out and it wouldn't make that awful sound into I shouldn't have done that. That sound sucked. But it won't make that awful sound. And as a quick little side note, it is not all about the video and audio sounding great. Your stream doesn't have to look great in order for people to want to watch you. You have to be a good personality that people want to connect with and engage with. But since it's such a saturated market, finding a way to stand out, looking like you've been doing it for a while, looking like you've put the time in, is going to be a reason why people stick around. If I can give you a couple of little tools to spend $0 and get a few more followers, get more people engaged, and feel good about the content you're putting out and the product you're putting in front of people, that's all I ever asked for. But thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you comment down below with any questions that you might have. If I left anything out that you're like, I don't know that step, you should have put that in, please let me know, because I'm learning as well. I'm not a great teacher. I'm good at teaching myself, not great at teaching others. And if you haven't already, make sure that you go over to Twitch, follow me on there. If you have any further questions about this, feel free to pop in my chat, ask me about it. Again, I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Would love to talk to you about it. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you how I create different audio effects inside of OBS only using my keyboard. So it's no Go XLR, and you can have audio effects. So stick around. Make sure you hit that subscribe. I'll be releasing that one next week.